Go tell it on the mountain, over the hill, everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, Jesus Christ is born. Hey, what's up, everybody? Merry Christmas. Check it out, Spike Hope. Hey, you know what? It has been a crazy year. Don't need to tell anybody that. But with it being Christmas Eve, I am so homesick and heartsick for people that I love and care about. It's been a crazy time for all of us. Loved ones sick, losing loved ones, crazy divisive year. And you know what? I just wanted to take a couple minutes to spread a little bit of peace and love. Wherever you are in the world, whoever you voted for, whatever color your skin, whatever you are, you know what? If you can hear it, peace and love to you for real, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Merry Christmas. Christmas is for everybody, and I think it's the whole idea of goodwill towards men, peace on earth. That's all we can ask for, especially nowadays. So, just wanted to take a couple minutes to sing a couple songs for you guys, crack a couple jokes. I'm so excited because, of course, tonight, as always, our big sponsor, Cranial Colon Disc Lodge. It's one of those things where I don't think people recognize often enough how important sponsors are for shows. And for people that have been following the things that I've been up to, and especially working with Kat. Oh, Merry Christmas, Kat. Peace and love, bro. I do a podcast with my buddy Kat Wellbon. And Cranial Colon Disc Lodge, it really treats something. It's, as you can tell from right there in the graphic, it treats cranial colon dysplasia. And my daughter has been really wanting to work with me to do a commercial. And she'd come up to me quite often and say, "Hey, Dad, I've got some ideas for a Cranial Colon Disc Lodge commercial." And candidly, I kind of blew her off for a while, but everybody at the corporate office kept getting back to us. We got to get that commercial made. So I have my sweet daughter starring in a commercial here coming up. And I think you guys will get a kick out of that. It's a national premiere for that. So go get yourself some Cranial Colon Disc Lodge, last minute gifts. So like I was saying, a little bit of peace on earth, a little bit of goodwill towards men. I wanted to start out with playing, been having some fun playing some Christmas songs just around the house. Pardon me. And, one of the songs that keeps coming up is, there's so many that are so sentimental, of course, and sitting and thinking about family all the time, sitting and thinking about the people that you love and that you miss. But of course, I think a lot of people were really worried about whether or not Christmas was going to happen this year. And so very few people know the actual story behind what happened the first time that Christmas was actually almost canceled. So the other day I was hanging out, jamming, and I wanted to kind of catch the vibe of the story that I've heard. And it's an important part of history. I think people need to look back and really understand who deserves the credit regarding this night. So, of course, pay attention. You'll recognize that Mrs. Claus was the hero, as always. So, check it out. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll be right back, play a couple more songs. Peace and love. Well, Santa was down, he was feeling low. Mrs. Claus could tell you no. She said, "What's wrong, my sweet dear?" He said, "I fear Christmas is canceled this year." She said, "Whatever could you mean? Whatever could you mean?" He said, "It's just too foggy, I can't see. I think that Christmas is canceled this year." And Mrs. Claus said, "Wait a minute. Now you know Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, sure. Comet and Cupid, oh yeah. Donner and Blitzen, oh yeah, sure. Well, do you recall that one little funky reindeer they call?" Santa said, "I see where you're going. Hey, Rudolph, you funky old reindeer, I see you got a very shiny nose, and everybody that sees it, they can see it glow. I see all the other reindeer, they laugh and call your name. They never even let you poor Rudolph join in any reindeer, join in any reindeer game. And now this funky Christmas Eve, come around to say, Rudolph with your nose so bright, won't you please, please, please come and stay tonight? And all the reindeer, they loved you as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph, you funky old reindeer, you go down in history, you go down in history. Rudolph, you funky old reindeer, had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would surely say it glowed. All along the other reindeer used to laugh and call him name. They never let poor Rudolph, never let poor Rudolph join in the reindeer game. Christmas Eve, Santa came around to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you please, please, please come and stay tonight? Check it out, little Rudolph. Rudolph, you funky old reindeer. Yeah, see, and so a lot of people don't even realize that Rudolph, of course, saved the day, but it was Mrs. Claus that came up with the idea, so that's an important part of history. I think it's important that everyone recognizes that. So, I mentioned earlier that Cranial Colon Dislodge, proud sponsor of the show. You know, I think a lot of people get confused about cranial colon dysplasia, and that's where I think this new ad campaign really helps people understand. I was a part of the team that helped formulate the original formula. A lot of people think that I was the original inspiration for it, and there could be some arguments for that. But cranial colon dysplasia, it's a true problem in the world. People having their heads up the rectum. But without further ado, I want to show you guys the commercial. I'm so proud of it. It's our new national campaign. You'll be seeing more of it on the Spike and Cat show. If you're not familiar, check out Spike and Cat podcast. We've been doing that. We took a year hiatus. I don't know if much has happened this last year or not, but we took a year off, and I'm going to catch up with Cat pretty soon, find out if he's been up to anything. But Cranial Colon Dislodge is a proud sponsor of that show, and of course bringing you a very Spike Hope Christmas. It's very Christmassy, so peace and love. Check this out. Here's the new commercial, so hope you enjoy it.
2020 has been really rough on my dad. He looks rough, he smells weird, and he looks really confused. That's why me and my mom bought him Cranial Colon Dislodge. It's a simple gel that helps people with cranial colon dysplasia. Simply apply to the problem area and watch and feel as your cranium slowly breaks free.
At first when I tried it, I thought, man, this stuff tastes terrible. But then I read the directions and I noticed it was a topical. that's when I knew cranial colon dislodge was right for me.
So ask your doctor or your friends and family if cranial colon dislodge is right for you or your dad, because if you can't tell, they probably can.
Cranial colon dislodge, it's probably right for you. There it is, the national premiere of cranial colon dislodge. Like I said, I just can't say enough how proud I am of it. My daughter came up and she insisted all throughout this pandemic, what do you call it, stay at home. Somehow she came up with the idea that she needed to help me with the cranial colon dislodge commercial. So she did a wonderful job there. You know, and the other thing is, if people aren't familiar, another helpful tool that we have on the Spike and Cat website is we have the it's this helpful little we call it a decoder wheel, but basically what it is it helps people figure out how to communicate with people, because for me sometimes if people want to talk about uncomfortable things, this wheel can really help you basically figure out what combination of should you go big, should you pretend you're sleeping. So basically you line it up if it's, say somebody talks about politics and then you're worried about, well, what should you do? Well, you can see, of course, there's options all over there. You could have a toke, you could walk away, you could run away, go big. Go big's kind of like, you got to have some room for that because you got to have some volume and things. So, of course, and that's all brought to us by the same folks that bring us cranial colon dislodge. So, probably too late for a last minute Christmas gift since tomorrow's Christmas and all, but you know, I think cranial colon dislodge is really one of those things that you really can't go wrong any time of year. But anyway, so proud that that's a part of it, part of the family here. But you know, thinking about this last year, thinking about everything that everyone's been through, one song keeps coming to mind. And it's kind of a touching song. I really enjoy it. And I think that I have a little riff here at the beginning, but what I'm trying to say is that when we're cynical about peace and love for each other, we're screwed. We're screwed. And when we just write each other off, we're screwed. And especially in this time of Christmas, when we're really supposed to spread a little peace and love around the world. Like I said before, there's so many people out there that are hurting this time of year. There's so many people out there that are alone, people that don't have a roof over their head, people that don't have a sandwich in their stomach. And that's the Jesus that I'm celebrating the birthday for, is the one that cares for the poor, the one that whatsoever you do to the least of my people, that you do unto me, you know. And kindness, compassion, you know, that's what it's all about for me. So anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. I'm going to play you another little song here. I've updated the lyrics for Old Lang Syne. I hope you enjoy it. A little bit of a rap at the beginning, spreading a little bit of peace and love. So check it out. This song goes out to all the people that we love, all the people that we've lost. Little buddy Lukey and this beautiful little baby. And every time that a baby's born, they say that God hasn't given up on us yet. So God bless you all. Love you. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old anxiety? Another year has gone by, my love, and oh, what a year it was. So let's take a toast and let's have a laugh and think of all the sweet folks we love. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, let's take a token, have a laugh for the days of old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, let's take a token, have a laugh, and think of all the sweet folks we love. Check it out, little old anxiety. Yeah, you know that quote at the beginning that I was talking about? That's from an old Sean Penn movie, at the beginning of a Sean Penn movie. And I remember, I believe it's The Crossing Guard, actually, now that I think of it. But it says that anytime, or is something to the effect of, when a baby is born, it shows that God has not yet lost faith in humanity or whatever. So my sweet buddy Luke had a baby this year, and there's a lot of people having babies this year. So many people I love and care about, you know. And on that note, you know, since it is Christmas and so on, I just missing loved ones so much, you know, and it makes me think so much about the Christmases that we've had and the awesome times that we've had. I'm from a huge family, so our Christmases were unique in and of themselves, but very Griswold-esque in their own way, you know. And but this year, it's funny, without having the freedom to come and go and to go see the loved ones that you'd like to, or in many situations like our own family, losing people even recently, you know. And so it's just not lost on me that a friend of mine, actually a great loved one of mine, ends all of her emails with this quote: "Be kind, for everyone's fighting a hard battle." You never know what other people are going through. And like I said, for me, I keep thinking that all around the world, literally just peace and love to people in India, China, Russia, South America, Mexico, Europe, all over England, Ireland, everywhere. And my heart's just so full of love for people in general and well wishes. And it's cool because I realize that, you know, there's never a shortage of pricks to knock the flowers out of your hands. But the reality is this world is so much more beautiful than what we hear and what we celebrate on a daily basis. You know, when you think about it, there are so many people that you love and care about, and so many people that love and care about you. And for everyone that's sitting around lonely tonight, please know that there are so many people out there like myself that love and care about you. Never think that you don't matter. It all matters, big and small. The pieces add up to the something, and the something adds up to the all. And that's the truth. You matter to me. And that's truly what this whole celebration is about man 2,000 years ago, like so many other peaceful people in the world that have said, you need to love your brother, man. You got to care about each other, you know. And so have one more song I want to play here on this very Spike Hope Christmas. I hope that this finds you all well. This song is specifically dedicated to the people that we have lost and the people. I have friends that have lost their parents. I have loved ones who have lost their close families. I have so many people that, you know, my grandma passed away close to Christmas so many years ago. I know how hard that is on my mom, even this much longer. And or for me thinking about my beautiful sister who Christmas was all about. She was all about Christmas, and every year that Christmas comes around, I think of her. I think of my beautiful nephew Johan, born this time of year. Having just lost my father-in-law, having lost close people, I just want to express true love and true compassion for you out there, people. This last song that I'm going to play is actually from Christmas Vacation, and you know, I love that movie, and this sequence of when Chevy Chase gets up into the attic and watches all of the old movies, it reminds me so much of looking back at all of these photographs these last few weeks and getting ready for Christmas now and reflecting on the fact that this is the first time I haven't been in my home court with my loved ones, I think ever, you know, and that's true for so many people making sacrifices like that, or with people with, you know, empty spaces at the table. And so when I think of that sequence, I'm a huge Ray Charles fan, and when I think of the sequence of Chevy Chase sitting up in the attic and being locked up there and watching those old movies, it just really makes me think back. And so if you're missing your loved ones, two quick things. Get out the pictures and really reflect, look into the eyes of those loved ones, the people that are gone, and remember that they do not want you to be sad when you think about them. They don't want you to be sad, especially at Christmas time. Feel love, feel peace, feel comfort. And, you know, the other thing is that if you got a chance today and there's somebody that you love and care about, please take it from me. Please look them in the eye, reach out, and if your heart's pounding and it's telling you need to tell somebody that you love them, tell them that you love them. I love everybody that I'm so fortunate to share blood with. I love everybody that I'm so fortunate to know. I love you all. I really, truly wish you peace and love. So I hope you've enjoyed a very Spike Hope Christmas. This is the last song, Spirit of Christmas. You might recognize it from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Peace and love, y'all. I love you so much. Christmas is the time of year for being with the ones we love, sharing so much joy and cheer. What a wonderful feeling, watching the ones we love having so much fun. And I was sitting by the fireside, taking a walk through the snow, listening to the children's choir singing songs about Jesus. in the blessed way that it came to us. Why can't it remain all through the end? Each day the same. That's what I want to hear. It's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas. All the kinfolk gather round the lovely Christmas tree. Hearts are singing full of joy, since the gifts that were given in this life we're living. Why can't it remain all through the year? Each day the same. That's what I want to hear. It's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas. It's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas. The spirit of Christmas. Why can't it remain all through the year? Each day the same. That's what I want to hear. It's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas. Christmas. It's Christmas.
Really rough on my dad. He looks rough, he smells weird, and he looks really confused. That's why me and my mom bought him cranial colon dislodge. It's a simple gel that helps people with cranial colon dysplasia. Simply apply to the problem area and watch and feel as your cranium slowly breaks free.
At first when I tried it, I thought, man, this stuff tastes terrible. But then I read the directions and I noticed it was a topical. That's when I knew cranial colon dislodge was right for me.
So ask your doctor or your friends and family if cranial colon dislodge is right for you or your dad, because if you can't tell, they probably can.
Cranial colon dislodge, it's probably right for you.